Hi, my name is Stefanie Carbone. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and I've worked as a high school counselor for the last 25 years. In working with my students and their families, I focus a lot on emotional wellness, and that's what today's talk is going to be about, our emotional wellness. And when talking about emotional wellness, it's about realizing our strengths, our resilience, and leaning into and tapping into coping strategies and moments of self-soothing and reminding ourselves of the strengths that we have to get us through maybe the tougher moments in our day and our week. When I talk about emotional wellness and resilience, you will hear me talk a lot about mindfulness and mindful breathing. And today's wellness talk is going to be about focusing on learning how to stay in the present moment and finding ways to release thoughts or worries about the past or the future, so that we can enjoy the present moment a little bit more. It's easier said than done, but we are going to be talking about mindfulness just for a few moments. And like I said, it's not about never having a tough day or having a tough thought, but developing a different relationship with our thoughts and our moods when we're going through a tough time. And mindfulness is a practice that helps us do that. It helps us refocus on the present moment and give ourselves a pause in our day, give us some space to feel better and calm ourselves down, knowing that our thoughts and worries aren't going to go away, but maybe finding a way to just, like I said, cope with those difficult moments. And when I talk about mindfulness and mindful breathing, you will hear me talk so much about the breath itself, how the breath is a part of us. It's with us all the time, and it does what it does naturally. And by training to pay attention precisely on our breath and coming back to it again and again, which is what mindful breathing is, we let go of thinking for a moment, for some time. It gives us a moment to pause, like I said, and make space in our day, to get out of our heads a little bit and sort of get more in touch with our body and some grounding for the day. So the first exercise that I want to talk about is called belly breathing. And belly breathing is a practice that is actually even being taught in preschools today, because it's so simple to remember. And what you do is you put your hand on your belly, on your abdomen, and you're going to take a deep breath in through your nostrils, and you fill your lungs up with air, and then you slowly breathe out through the mouth. And you can do this with your eyes open or closed. But you put your hands on your belly, you breathe in deeply through your nostrils, fill your lungs up with air, and then release. We'll do this a few times together. Breathing in and releasing out. And while you're doing this, you're focusing on the sensations with your hand on your belly and the breath coming in and out of your body. And maybe for these few moments while you're doing that, maybe you're not thinking about something that's worrying you, but just focusing on the sensations of your breath. Another really helpful breathing exercise that I teach my students is called 4-7-8 breathing, where you breathe in through your nostrils for 4 seconds, you hold for 7, and then you release slowly with the count of 8. So let's do that together. Breathing in for 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then release for 8. Let's do it again together. Breathing in for 4, holding for 7 seconds, and then releasing through your mouth for 8. Research has shown that 4-7-8 breathing has also been helpful in people, helping people fall asleep. For those of you who are having a tough time holding for the 7 seconds and releasing for the 8, there's an alternative to this, and it's called square breathing, where you hold for 4 seconds, you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold for 4 seconds, and then you release for 4 seconds. 4-4-4 breathing. So you might want to try that as an alternative. When we're talking about mindful breathing, what I want to do next is just settle in, sit quietly, and pay attention now and let your breath go back to its natural rhythm. We're not going to be doing any counting, and just sitting for a moment, paying attention to the natural breathing in and out of our breath. Again, if you want, you can close your eyes, or you can keep your eyes open, gaze softly down. And just allowing your breath to settle into its natural, relaxed pace. Letting the breath do what it does naturally, just breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out naturally. Settling your body. And now what I want you to do is take notice of where you feel the breath most clearly, entering and exiting your body. Some people feel it coming from their belly. Some people feel it coming from their chest. Or others feel it coming in and out through their nostrils. And we call that the anchor point. So as we sit here for another moment, breathing in and out, keep your mind concentrated on where the breath and the sensation of the breath, where it's entering and exiting your body. Excuse me, breathing in and breathing out. Maybe you notice it in your nostrils, maybe through your chest, maybe through your belly. Breathing in and breathing out, and staying as close to your breath as possible, to that anchor point. Breathing in and breathing out. It's just one breath. And you might notice as you're doing this breathing exercise that your thoughts might be wandering. Something might pop in your head. You might be thinking about your day ahead. You might be thinking, I'm doing this all wrong. And that's okay. Bring some kindness to that thought. Recognize it as a thought, and then just let it go. And return to the breath. Return to that anchor point where you're feeling the breath coming in and out of your body. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Staying as close to the breath as you can with that anchor point. And again, if a thought pops in your head, Recognize it just as a thought, let it go, and return to the sensations at your anchor point. And let's just sit for a few moments, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, nothing to fix. But again, just breathing in and breathing out. Staying close to your breath with your anchor point. So that's mindful breathing, and that is taking time out of your day, be it 2 or 3 minutes or 5, 10 minutes someplace quiet, or if there's no place quiet to go, just sitting wherever you are and taking that pause, giving yourself some space in your day, focusing on the breath, and staying in the present moment. Thank you.